So when I was first introduced into this crazy world of trading, it was 2019, right before COVID hit. So around this time, trading wasn't even popular. There weren't a lot of people on YouTube or a lot of people on Instagram talking about trading, or even people that I knew. I really didn't know many people that knew how to trade. So around this time, I just took it lightly. I didn't take it very seriously. And then guess what happened? COVID. So when COVID came along, my whole campus at college got shut down. And then from that point forward, we had to go back home and live with our parents again, which kind of sucked unfortunately, but there were some pros to it. So one of the pros is that I had so much free time on my hands because I was at home and school was simply easy. So what I did with my free time is I spent hours upon hours researching things about stock trading and option trading all on YouTube. And I literally spent almost 8 hours every single day researching new topics. From this, I gained a whole lot of knowledge. And this really enlightened me on how deep trading can get. And I would say I'm an intellectually curious person, so I love to learn more things about trading. So what my school was doing around this time of COVID is they were giving out COVID relief grants to students. So if you were a student and if you were infected by COVID any sort of way, they would send you about like $1,500. So I got my $1,500 from my school, and instead of spending it on a new iPhone or some clothes or some shoes, you know what I did? I spent that money to get my feet wet with option trading. So the $1,500 that I initially invested, I completely lost within a week. And I mean, it's inevitable, everyone's gonna lose, but I'm so thankful for those losses because I learned so much. So once I realized how I was losing all of this money consistently, I wanted to change it. So what did I do? I went right back to YouTube, learned why I was losing money, and then I stopped. So I just took a break, took a small breather, and I really went back to the drawing board and figured out why I was losing and how I can avoid it. So then from there, I started making some wins. And guess what happened once I started getting consistent wins? I got cocky with my wins. So throughout this, I thought I was bulletproof to the market. I thought I owned the market. I thought I was on top of the world, right? Just because I won a few $1,000s. So from there, I learned another lesson. You cannot get overconfident when it comes to trading because everyone will have their day of losses. So now from there, what I did is started introducing options to other people that I knew, such as friends, family, and other people that I went to school with. Because I realized, hey, if I can make an extra few $1,000s a month, why can't the next person? I figured out what I should teach them and what I shouldn't teach them, right? I made a list of everything that I did wrong, and I really wanted to help them avoid exactly the mistakes that I made earlier on starting out. Once I started teaching more people, guess what happened? People had more questions, and I didn't know the answer to these questions. And that is what pushed me and gave me the drive to consistently being a student of the game and learning more about options. So now over the course of the next year or so, I got pretty good with options, but I wasn't taking it as seriously as I should because I was a full-time student as well. So throughout my last year of college, which was in 2022, what I decided to do is I decided to put school on the back burner and decided to take options trading to the next level. Throughout this last year, I was watching YouTube videos, I was learning new strategies with technical analysis, I was trying new things, I was reaching out to other people within the option trading space that were better than me at the time, and I really put my all into this. And throughout my last year of school, kid you not, I made thousands of dollars. I was living life as a college student. I was flying across the country. I was buying expensive things. I was buying cars. I was doing a whole lot in my last year of college that I didn't think I'd be able to do until I graduated. And I did so well with options trading, I was able to even forego a full-time position at one of the largest investment banks within America. So then with all this extra time on my hands, it really allowed me to have the opportunity to really perfect my craft and figuring out a strategy that works best for me and which is easily digestible for new traders. And as a new trader, one thing that you are definitely gonna go through within trading is highs and lows. Now, for me, my low point with trading was where I was consistently losing after a year and a half of being a profitable trader. And at this point, I was super confused on why am I losing? I know what I'm doing and I think the stock should do this, but I was consistently wrong over and over and over again. So at this point, what I decided to do was take a 3-month break from trading just to clear my mind, step away from the charts, to really focus on what's more important in life. Trading is great, but it's not everything to life.